Welcome to another edition of CLTFC Fan TV from the future. Hold on, I can't see anything. Anyway, I'm JT, comic relief / newbie fan. Don't really know as much. We got the old Josh England from Southbound and Crown, one of the most badass supporters groups around. Coming from Concord, North Carolina. And my partner in crime, sometimes literally, Lee over here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And of course, Jorge's on Jorge time, and he'll show up at some point. Welcome to another edition of CLTFC Fan TV for the fans, by the fans. Damn it.
That's it.
That's it.
You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Get all that out. All that.
Yeah.
Fun, man. Hey, guys, I don't know. It's like the Roscoe thing, man. You just never know when it's going to happen, but we appreciate you, JT.
What was going on in the metaverse there for you?
Yeah.
I don't even know, dude. I just had to untwist my brain. I just had to turn it back down. I had to come back here.
There we go. Center yourself.
Yep. Shout out to the shipping department. We love the shipping department over here.
We love the shipping department.
Yeah, we do love the shipping department.
How are those seats, shipping department? I heard you had some nice seats with Heidi being honored in Brenton and everything. So cool.
Old Joshy Poo.
Old Joshy Poo.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't know about the poo part. I would have added that into the.
I don't normally tell people about the poo part. That's like
Yeah.
We're supposed to talk about that, but it is what it is.
Just tell your doctor. Just as long as you're sharing it with your provider, you should be all right.
yeah. We got a plan. We've got a regiment figured out. We're good.
There we go. So we got quite a bit to talk about tonight, man. I guess the first thing that we're going to talk about, we can just talk about the Charlotte FC versus Chelsea. That's coming to town. I believe if you're a season ticket holder, you should have got an email, right, stating some sort of pre-purchase code. I'm torn if I want to go. I mean, as much as I love Charlotte, I hate Chelsea twice as bad. And so it's like, I don't care if they only get like 3% of the ticket sales or whatever it is to get them to come to Charlotte. I just don't want Chelsea having any of my money. How do you feel about that, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I feel similar. I don't. Chelsea's not as high up on my hate list as it is for you, but we've certainly seen. I'm a Liverpool supporter, and I've certainly seen enough of them this year with these finals. We've had 120 minutes plus PKs in 2 straight matches. So I've seen enough Chelsea. I don't need to see them again. I've got a couple of buddies that are Chelsea supporters, and if they come in town and want to go, I'd maybe be tempted. But to be honest, I don't. Negative Nancy here. I don't see us putting up much of a fight against them. I know it's a friendly, but I don't really care to see Chelsea come in here and use their C team and put 3 in the back of the net. So
that's what I was going to ask about because I don't understand so it's a friendly. It has no meaning besides just the entertainment value, but they're going to be playing their 3rd string guys, and with the English Premier League season being over, do they even have? I mean, aren't some players like being transferred to other teams? I mean, what is it that comes here? How does that even?
I mean, there's gonna be transfers. Normally, typically during the summer, right? There's some big tournament going on, so the big players won't come over anyways. But because the World Cup has been moved to like this winter, right, November, it'd be interesting to see who actually does travel, right? Because it will be preseason. They're gonna need to kind of get match fit. I think a lot of the Americans are gonna be looking for Lusic to be in Charlotte. I know that after they play here, I think they go to play Orlando, and then I think Arsenal is going to be down there too, so they'll play Arsenal at some point. So I don't know. I may change my mind. I really, at this point, just don't think I could spend any money with anything that's got Chelsea on it. I mean, it could have been any other team. Like if it had been Liverpool or anybody outside of London, I would have been all over it. Obviously, if it was Spurs, I would have been there. But yeah, I mean, we've been talking about taking a Carowinds day, and getting together and just going to Carowinds that day, So
I've got my season pass already, so let's go.
Hey, I've got one too. Let's do it.
Yeah, hold on a second. It's 9:00 for Jorge.
He agreed.
we agreed personal terms already. But what's up, guys?
Okay.
How are you?
Okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Good shit. Yeah, we're talking about Chelsea coming to town, man, and how I'm not going to spend any money on it. So, maybe maybe Top Ping will do a giveaway and I could win tickets or something.
After I worked so hard to get Chelsea to come to Charlotte, all the negotiations I did, all of getting y'all the information, and you're not going to show up, bro. I'm tired of doing stuff for y'all.
Whatever. But no, we were saying, right, because normally, right, it's a big tournament's going on during the summer, so most of the big star names don't show up, and because this year,
but listen, bro, this is an opportunity to get exposure for our club. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's this, even if Chelsea just brings a C squad, I think it's still a great thing in terms of a marketing perspective to get more eyes on the club. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. There is that. I just
hate
Chelsea. I almost hate them as bad as I hate Arsenal, but I just hate Chelsea. I mean, that's it, right? So there we go. We'll just leave it at that, man. We'll just leave it at that before.
I guess my question is: there's been a lot of talk, and I might have missed this in the chat earlier, but will we? I know that obviously, like you have to buy tickets, but is there going to be a supporters section? Is there going to be? Is it going to be a standard home match? I went to the Liverpool Dortmund match back in 2018, and obviously neither one of those teams are based in Charlotte. But it was kind of a split. There was sides, but there's kind of people all over the place, and so that might change it a little bit for me. Like I wouldn't mind getting rowdy within the supporter stand against Chelsea, but I don't want to go in the supporter stand and then be with a bunch of Chelsea folks. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that at least the way they typically do it, right? They'll have like Chelsea on one end, and then Charlotte supporters on the other end. At least when I went to see like some other Premier League teams play, right? It's normally one end's Team A and the other end's Team B. So, anyways.
And I mean, anytime Liverpool comes to town, it's a great time. So
it's a great time.
Lots of blue.
Yeah, so Brian, they do. You should check your email. They'll be on pre-sale tomorrow, I believe, and there should be a code in your email that gives that to you. And I believe that code is "damn it." Just kidding.
Oh, y'all want to know the code?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, anyways, moving on. They also recently released the player's salary, man. Ooh. And I don't know how I feel about this, right? Because I don't know. Does any other league? I can't think of any other league other than it getting leaked out that actually says
here's the whole line.
Like somebody's on, Messi's on 400,000 a week or whatever, right?
You know what's funny? I ran into tonight at the Independence game into a couple of Charlotte FC players, and I asked them that question.
Did you? What did they have to say?
I was like, "Is it awkward to like see your salaries out?" And they're like, "Yeah, bro." Especially because some people look at this and like they look around like, "Yo, what the freak?" Like when they see other guys are making.
Yeah,
I was like,
"There's a reason."
Wall.
Almost every workplace, unless you work in HR, you're not going to know what other people make. I mean, people keep that tight to the vest,
Yeah. Oh, I misspelled. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to take back the spelling for that. I totally mistyped Caruso's name. I'm going to change it to Guzman. So, yeah.
Caruso. Come on, bro.
I'm sorry, man. You came in late. You threw me off. I was trying to cuff you, man.
You didn't even talk about what the giveaway is.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You're not Alejandro anymore. You're just Lee.
That's it. I'm just Lee. So, anyways,
I was by the highest paid player. I don't know if I saw the right list or not, but it was Shaqiri. And I didn't expect him. I mean, I guess he's probably the biggest name that we've seen transferred in a couple of years, but I wasn't expecting him to command such a high salary compared to. I mean, the drop off from him is pretty severe. Yeah. The top 10, 15, like the bottom, the 10 or 15th is a significant drop from his salary. Yes. And I don't think he's doing all that he could do at Chicago.
Yeah, I think that the highest player for us on like 2.2 million is guaranteed compensation, right? Is Carroll, and then the lowest player is Santos at 65,000.
Yeah.
So
And Swiderski is the highest paid Polish player too, over
is he?
Busta. Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, folks. I typed the name wrong. Just type Guzman if you want to enter the giveaway. Again, that's from Adam. He's got a picture of Guzman, and we'll go from there. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know. Was there any surprises to you, Jorge, when you saw
like
the
you
list?
said, it's kind of weird to talk about money, but bro, like my man Reyna is on some cash, my guy, and if he's
I
gonna
know
be on,
he's at almost 800,000. Reyna's at
So-
800,000.
yeah, bro,
So-
like I need you to consistently perform like an $800,000 player. You know what I'm saying?
For real, yeah. And
And
some
yeah,
other
I agree with Wesley. Kalina needs a raise.
yeah, he's on. Kalina is on 400,000, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Mo
find
money, mo money, mo money.
Yeah,
Kalina.
Kalina's on 450 a year, or I guess guaranteed compensation or whatever it is. And again, I hope we really just spank Chelsea. But yeah, so I mean, that's it looks like at least from some of the players from last year, right when they released it. I mean, Lindsay got a pretty decent bump in salary, from what I can tell. Looks like
Signed a 3-year contract recently too. Remember?
what's that?
He signed a 3-year contract recently.
Yeah. So he's at like 235 a year. Melo, who is yet to play for us, is at 334. Jan's at 350.
Where's Bender being a rookie and coming?
Yeah, Sergio's at 613, so he got a raise. I believe he almost doubled his salary. So I remember correctly. Bender's only on 83 a year.
Rookie.
Yeah. So like I said, he's Jan's making, I think I just said, about 300,000. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, he's making 350. So I don't know, man. It's like you said, Reyna was the one that jumped out for me too, man. The man's almost making $1 million, in compensation to play, and he's not really playing.
How much is Rios making? I forgot.
How much?
He's on Rios. He's on some good pennies too, bro.
Let me see real quick. Rios. He's making 250.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting paid in CLTFC shekels here.
Yeah, I mean,
the real question is, when y'all drop in those CLTFC fan TV salaries, I want to see what y'all making.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
It's all based on likes and clicks, man. It's all based on likes and clicks, So if nobody's liking or clicking on us, man, we don't get paid. So
show me the money, man.
If you haven't subscribed to us, you got to subscribe, man. JT and I are trying to take a cruise.
Give me some real gear, man.
Yeah. And we're trying to take that cruise on Lake Norman. So
that's right. We be cruising Lake Norman all day.
That's it.
Woo-woo.
Yeah. No, Bronico's not on the minimum. Bronico is making
135.
What's that?
I think Bronico's on like 135.
Yeah,
125.
Brent's 134.3 if we want to be exact.
Yeah, Yordy, with Bronico's effort on the field and the glue that he is, I mean, Yordy, cut him a couple hundred G's from your 800. Let's get Bronico up to at least 300 and something. Come on now. In Charlotte, it's costing a lot more to live here these days, man. Inflation and shit too. Come on now, DT.
I think that's just America in general, the world in general is inflation, but we don't go there. Just don't look at your 401ks or anything.
The lowest contract would be like what George Marks is on in Koa, like 65,000. That's like
they're making 65, and Adam's making 65, and then it jumps up to.
Hagar. I was like, bro, you bumped up, bro.
Yeah.
He's on 73. I was like, you got to take me to dinner, guy.
That's right. Buy me a beer or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was interesting to see it come out, and it's always I don't know. It to me, it's just awkward. I wouldn't know. Like if everybody knew what you made at work and you're just underperforming, it's like, would you want to work as hard? I don't know, man. It's just weird.
You got dudes like us discussing it on a live stream, to our audience and everything. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's out there for the taking, man. it's out there for the taking. So
Talk about the money.
That's why I wanted to hear like the fan perspective. Or the
I don't really have like a huge issue with it, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, like everyone I talked to today, they're like all the young players. They're like, bro, like we're just on our contracts, you know?
right?
It's interesting to see what like the vets are looking like. Yo, why is this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, like a Ben Bender, for example, like best case scenario, he's playing as well as he's playing when you sign him. You know, worst case scenario, he's playing like shit. And so, like, if you sign him for a ton of money, then you know you're kind of juggling this. Well, do I bench him if I'm paying him this much money? So that's good for the club, right? And for Bender, it's good because he can come, you know, next negotiation and say, "Look how well I played for you, and look how much you paid these other guys that haven't played as well." But I think this is just the business of. I mean, we hear about like Holland goes to City, and we know all the details of his wage structure, like how much he's making a week. So I don't think it's like that crazy. I think it's just a little bit startling because the numbers are so low. To me, that's the thing that stands out the most is that like some of these professional MLS players are making just a little bit more than some of my colleagues that work at a university, which is kind of crazy to me.
I mean,
But
Fuchs
you
is
also have to take into
375.
account that there's salary caps, you know, there's roster rules. So all of this plays into account as well, you know.
For sure.
And,
Yeah, I kind of agree with Hub Likes. I mean, sooner or later, right, that salary cap and that sort of thing is going to kind of be in the way. But
even today, like in Zoran's presser, he alluded to it as well. Like, bro, like they want MLS teams to compete with Liga MX team, and they're bringing 40 player rosters, and we've got 20. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and Brian even says, right, it's kind of the cost of being a public figure. I agree. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just always been taboo to talk about people's salaries, right? And it's just different for us common folk. I mean, you know, Fuchs is on $375 a week or a year, so it's crazy. But it's still crazy to look at some of these, and this is what like some of the players in the world are making on a week, right? These guys are making it per season, so I don't know. At the end of the day, right? They agreed on it. They signed off on it, and they're in Charlotte. So
they're still getting paid to play a game. You know, you got to assume almost all of them. They obviously aren't going to love every aspect. What's the old adage? If you love or like 75% of your job, you've got a great job. So I'm sure there's some shit they don't want to deal with. But at the end of the day, they're getting paid to play a game.
Yeah, JT makes a good point. Listen, if you're making over six figures, you're playing the sport that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's in living in America as well. Like,
America.
You're good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not
biscuits,
Burnley and barely making a living. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, you're not out here slinging mortgages on Monday through Friday and then trying to play a game on set. Like, you know, you're training. Like, the only difference is like, you know, like Bender might be like splitting an apartment with Rios and then or with
Adam
with Santos, and then you know Fuchs has got a nice flat in Uptown, but that's otherwise I think they're good.
Yeah, JT on rookie scale. I don't know, but yeah, I mean even Uptown. I mean the rents are crazy over there, so us common folk, man, we head out to the country.
Does Fuchs still goes back to New York City a lot, doesn't he? Or does he stay in Charlotte the whole time? Because his wife.
Oh, he's back and forth, I think. I mean, he's got his hands in so many other things as well, and I'm sure he made a pretty penny when he was over in England. So, you know, it is what it is. So, anyways, we'll move forward, man. After talking about everybody's salary rate, and we'll talk about the Montreal game. Jorge, go ahead and start us off on that one, man. What do you think of the game?
I think honestly, Miguel, the way he lined us up wasn't good, bro. I mean, I think we had to come from back-to-back games, winning in a 4-3-3. Decided to switch it up and go with that 4-4-2 diamond, populate the midfield a little bit more, try to stop Wanyama from putting balls to Torres and Mihailovic. That didn't work, and overall, I think he got the tactics wrong and made the changes way too late. And I think my overall feeling is that he respected Montreal too much. Yep. And I really didn't like that because we're playing at home. You know what I'm saying? Like at home, you know that you're playing this game we've all talked about it. Like Montreal is a team that we could potentially lose to, but I'd rather lose to this team attacking than trying to figure out, okay, how to like, he just overthought the game. And he always talks about like how his tactical setup is based off of how the other teams play, which in one aspect it's good, but it shouldn't always just be all about that. And then in his press conference, he was talking about the potential of Montreal and like how awesome his coach is. I'm like, bro, like we don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Charlotte FC. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to talk about us and where we can improve and what you saw here. You know, so overall, I think this game in Philadelphia game, I blame Miguel for the tactics. Like he's
100%.
He's the one responsible 100%. For these losses. There's others where we've lost, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I can't blame Miguel for the coaching or what happened. That was just that game just wasn't for us. This one, however, I felt like he got it wrong.
You know what's crazy though? I was looking at the stats. We had 55% of the possession. We had 15 shots, 4 on goal. They only had 13 and 3 and scored 2. So yeah, I mean, they took their chances, right? I mean, I don't know.
Torres' ball that he pinged to Kyoto, who outran Lindsay and Corujo as well. I mean, like that's he was trying to stop that by populating the midfield more, and I mean it didn't work, right? So, bro, switches back to a 4-3-3, start us off more offensively, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was pissed too, right? I mean, and I kind of went off a little bit last night about it, but you know, the fact is again, right? Mars, I think, complete wrong tactics. I don't know why we played so. Why we gave them so much respect? They're in our house, right? We'd at the point we'd only lost one game inside of Bank of America, and you know we were there. We get behind them. I just think
French Canadians.
I just think you know a lot of it, like the goals. I could just see the players jogging back, and it's like maybe they just knew that their salaries were getting populated, and they're like, that motherfucker's getting paid another extra $2,000 more or $200,000 more than I am. I'm not
get that ball
with it, right? But whatever it was, it just seemed, I don't know. Again, we just at times we just play slow, and we're caught ball watching, and it's just very, very frustrating to say. But I'm hoping with the new signings, and hopefully Mars learned his lesson, and we go to 4-3-3, and we can just call it a day, right? And I think with Fuchs in there, I think the back line's a little more sure. I mean, Guzman is one of my favorite players as well, and the fact that we keep cheering because Kalina's making great saves is kind of, in its own way, is kind of wrong, right? Because we would rather I'd be bored as hell.
But if that Shinyashiki goal would have went in and we would have won, I think we wouldn't have criticized as much. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're subject to that, bro. Like, you're the one, you took the risk and you got it wrong.
It's interesting you make that point about criticizing more, you know, because the fan reaction video we put out, usually we're doing like a 10-minute video, and this one's like 22 minutes. And I noticed after the game, I mean, the quality of the fan reaction was greater, because like after a win, people are just happy, and you get the drunk party bros and girl, and they're just like, yeah, da 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 da. But after a loss, I mean, people really wanted to lay it out there and really wanted to talk about it and all that kind of stuff. So it was interesting to see how much the soccer fan really put their opinion on it and criticized when we lost.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to some of the kids we interviewed too, because those guys show up, man, and they know their stuff. They're talking about, you know, the 10, the 2-8s, man, and the 6s and all that. And I'm like, damn, I hear you get it, man. Right? Yeah. So if those little kids' parents are watching, or if they're happen to be watching, man, kudos to you guys, man. We love that stuff. Come find out again, talk some more, man. What have them on the show even? What's that?
The funniest one was where like, yo, like someone was like, I understand Kalina's pain. I play pickup soccer. That's like, what?
That's authentic, man. If you ever a kid get super upset and whatever after a game and losing and whatever, but the best part about it too, Lee, is those kids now. I mean, because we're old bitches, least you two and I, us up on the top of the screen, is like 5 years to go by like nothing to us. But in 5 years, those kids are going to be, 18 and whatever, and they're going to, be full on even more fans and no more.
Yeah. I know. And there's a couple of things, right? Andre, when he missed that, and then they scored that one goal right there before the end of the first half, man, that kind of, that changed the whole talk right at halftime. So, Josh, man, you got any opinions on it, man?
Yeah, I just both of you mentioned it. To both you and Jorge mentioned it, but I felt like we played for a draw. Like I felt like we thought best case scenario we could get a draw out of them. Like I don't think we went into the match thinking we were going to win. Right. I think we kind of just like hoped some goals would come to us. I mean, clearly, if we're only playing two up front, like that's not where we've made all these signings, right? Like we bolstered the midfield on the pitch, but we haven't bolstered the midfield in our signings. So I don't think we're as deep there, and I don't think we have as much talent. That I saw that Top End had said we're looking at designing an attacking midfielder, and I think that would be helpful. But I just think like we played to kind of sit back and hopefully catch them on a counter and score versus the kind of attacking game that we play, particularly at home. We've been on attack, and I think that crowd, that energy. We have the second highest or top attendance every week. Those fans get pumped when they see not everybody knows the tactics. Not everyone are these small kids that already know all these advanced tactics. But the average fan that's in that stadium is saying, "Oh, we're running. We're taking shots on goal. This is awesome." Even if we're missing, there's an energy that brings that we're trying to go win this game versus sitting back. And I think that changes it too. Like. The players have said that they feed off our energy. We claim as supporters that they feed off our energy. We're not really showing that, if we're sitting back and not letting the crowd be a part of that. That's part of our home field advantage. That's why we've won so much. I do think like we had some chances that didn't go in that could have changed the tide for us. And I certainly think the goal right before half was just kind of the dagger. I think if we'd gone drawn at half and then came back out, like you said, that changed that halftime speech. Maybe we come out and convert something, or even if they come out, and convert something in the 60th minute, and we get a chance to get an equalizer late. It's a different thing than that kind of dagger right before half. That really, I think, just whatever energy or wind we had left in our sails, I think it was completely gone at half, and I don't think we ever really.
Mars was a little late on his subs and that kind of thing too, man. I don't know. I was just very frustrated. I'm trying to not be as frustrated with it tonight since I kind of let that all go last night. But it was tough to watch, man. And, again, just the two goals, maybe not so much the first one, but that second one, we outnumbered them. I think there was like 5 players around 3, and we're just standing there ball watching, and the dude shoots outside the box and it goes in. It just, fuck, man. I don't know. Mark, don't play the 4-4-2 diamond anymore, man. Just don't play it anymore. Just go all out attack. We better have 4-3-3 this weekend, and we better be. I don't care if it's a big shootout. It's just it is what it is, man. But anyways, all right. You got anything else to say, or JT, you want to say anything?
I was just gonna say, nothing really about the game. I wanted to say fast. But we're about to talk about the upcoming game. I'm just thinking about 5 o'clock on a Sunday, and it's supposed to be hotter than hell, and it's supposed to be thunderstorms, and it's going to be interesting out there.
Yeah, we
shout out
played
to my boy, Kyoto as well, and so he got injured. The Honduran.
Yeah. That's what
I like that. Jose's got to be Honduran, bro. But
Jose, you Honduran, man? Hit us up, let us know, man.
He stayed in, he signed a lot of. There's a good amount of Honduran people out there, waiting for his autograph and stuff. And he went around. It's pretty cool. So it was. I remember. Next door neighbor. But yeah, I like that. He was impressed with just the love that he was receiving from just the fan base here. Which goes to show you, this is just an extra point that I had a conversation with somebody about. I'm like, in future negotiations, when players' agents come and call them and say, yo, listen, Charlotte FC is interested in you. There's two things that they're going to think about. One is the type of coach that they're going to play for. I feel like generally players like Miguel and his honesty and who he is.
He seems legit, man. He just made a bad decision this weekend.
And secondly, they're going to come to this atmosphere and be like, bro, very few MLS teams have an atmosphere like Charlotte FC. Of course, I want to go and play for this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like future negotiations to bring on players, they'll factor that in as well.
Fair.
I like it.
You like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would yeah, I mean, I would agree. I mean, overall, I mean, if you get into the Facebook groups, it can get a little pretty nasty in there. So, you know, I'm sure everybody heard about the trumpets and everything else. That just went completely left field, you know. But overall, like when we're at the game and in the stadium, everybody's legit. You know, it's a party, man, and it is. It goes.
What about trumpets? I didn't hear anything.
I guess
I'm
some
stay
folks
off the
bring in trumpets, but I guess the team or MLS
Oh,
don't allow
right.
it.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
Because we had the trumpet guy down in where was it, in Greenville?
we're not going to go down that rabbit hole though tonight, JT. Man, it's
Yeah, okay,
we
okay.
don't want a part of that.
Out of the rabbit hole.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, yes, the Facebook groups definitely are crazy. So if you're on Facebook, you should be watching us, and then that way you could chime in. But you know, overall, man, I think, you know, even at the tailgates, right? We welcome all the different other fans in. You know, we give them free food, free beer, or whatever they're after. And yeah, I mean, I think Charlotte's got a good, solid foundation.
You damn right we do.
I'm just wondering if any of the Spurs supporters in the chat got any of Victor's clothing. I wonder who walked away with his kit.
Oh, he was naked at the end.
He was naked.
I was like, bro, like first he gave his shirt, then I saw him take his shorts off. I was like, okay, and then he
Hold on,
just like,
did I miss something?
bro.
Did I win? Did I miss anything? What's that? So Victor's running around Charlotte naked right now?
He was at least running through the tunnel naked.
Are you talking about the Independence game tonight or a different? I'm completely lost, man. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
You're being serious.
Who, me?
Yeah. Did you really miss that?
I'll have to go back and read it. What's that?
You know Victor Wanyama, the Tottenham player, former Tottenham player.
Man, never mind. I am completely left field, man. I'm thinking about our Victor that went completely missing.
Well, Victor's a figment of our imagination, so
You don't even know what's going on. Come on, bro. This guy
man.
things. You don't take it serious.
Now Lee knows how I feel almost every show.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I don't know. I actually did miss that, man. I mean, because we always have to run out early right before the end of or right as the final whistle blows, we roll out so we can get set up and try to interview people for the fan reactions that drop every Tuesday, which is that came out yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, you might see yourself on there. But yeah, let's talk about the Vancouver game. You know, this is a game, it's a must win. We should win. And you know, I don't know, man. Go ahead, Jorge. Talk about the Vancouver game.
Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, we're playing a team that hasn't won away at all this season. We're playing a team that's got 2 wins, that's sitting last in the West, right? So, and also they play tonight. So we're playing arguably the worst team in the West who play tonight. So they're carrying, like, they're not thinking about Charlotte FC till tomorrow, right? At home. If you do not get the 3 points this weekend, RIP to any playoff contention, anything that we need that we're going to be in and around playoffs. Because if you don't get that win, so this win becomes a little bit more critical for us to even be considered or to be thinking about staying within those playoff ranges.
100%.
Especially the week after we have to go to Seattle away, and which I don't see us getting any points from Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
I call that our first road win, man. I've got a feeling Seattle's going to be our first road win. I don't know why.
This is what I'm thinking. And I even told the boys tonight, Charlotte FC players, I was like, bro, listen, It's like tell Miguel start the starting 11 against Vancouver, put the starting 11 against Red Bulls again in our U.S. Open Cup match, and then whoever wants to play Sunday, put him in because I will throw away that Seattle game to get through the U.S. Open Cup to the next round. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, one's expecting us. Like very few people are expecting us to win away at Seattle, right?
100%.
How do you think the travel?
Throw the starters in again against Seattle because we have a bye the week after, so they'll have plenty of time to rest after those 3 games.
How do you think the travel affects a lot of these guys that are used to playing in leagues that it's just one country that might be the size of Texas or even smaller, and like when they're going to the farthest away game, it's 2 hours, and they're jumping all the way over to Seattle, and Vancouver's coming all the way over here after playing on a Wednesday night.
If they had to drive to these places, I would get it. But bro, it's a 2-hour flight. You know what I'm saying?
Seattle's an 8-hour flight, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like in general. Like I'm talking in general.
Right.
Like we're not playing Seattle every weekend.
Yeah,
it's true.
And plus, they're going to Seattle, and then they have a bye the week after. So.
They can.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jorge. I feel like you put in the best 11 you got on Sunday. You've got to get this win.
Yeah.
You've got to right the ship. You've got to get that good energy heading into the Open Cup game. But just in general, like if we want to, it feels like a pivotal moment in the season where if we don't get these 3 points, like it's just going to continue to deflate us going into the summer. And then you play your best 11. I agree. Like playoffs are not necessarily a pipe dream, but not something I think we're going to have an easy time making or make it far in the playoffs. So if you have a chance to advance in the Open Cup and make a good run in your first season, I think that's a little bit more priority. And then Seattle, again, play the best 11 you got. If you win, you win. If you draw, you draw. If you lose, you lose. But that's again same thing as I think a game we can lose. I think we're also losing our Polish guys for Seattle. Is that what are they reporting?
Not then. They
not then.
June, yeah.
In June, okay. Because especially if we're losing them in Seattle, then it's really just like there's no point of risking injury or losing the Open Cup just to put a stinker in Seattle, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I too. I wouldn't mind us making a good run in the Cup. If we make playoffs, that would be awesome too. I think the problem is upper management, Tepper, Nick Kelly, and all them when they were there when they announced Mars and we had that coach party or whatever, right? They kind of sold us on their goal and that we were going to make the playoffs, right? I mean, looking at some of the scores now, Chicago just drew with the Red Bulls, right? Miami drew with Philly, which is huge. So these guys are, only a point off of us, and we could be sitting bottom real quick, So this weekend is definitely a must win, right? And if we hit, I feel like if we actually do 1 week, hit the rock bottom of the league, man, it's gonna suck the wind out of ourselves, I think, man. And I don't know, but we'll see. A big U.S. Cup run for me would be huge. And
win the games you're supposed to win. And from what Top Ben laid out and everything, this Sunday we should and we're supposed to win. And especially after what we did last Saturday, I always feel bad to what Josh was saying earlier too, as the fans, whatever. It sucks to lose. Draw would have been better. Win would be great. But my gosh, when they don't even score a goal, when we can't even celebrate and go crazy, it's just like the worst.
Yeah, I mean, again, when we were talking about these 3 home games, man, I think everybody said like 6 points would probably be good, right? 7 would be better, and 9 would be awesome, right? But Miami was a must win in my opinion, as we came off the road to kind of get us that winning feeling back again, right? And plus we were at home, and then Montreal, they've just been killing it, right? And they were on a streak that's pretty good. And then so Vancouver, shitty team, like Jorge said, they're playing later tonight, and then they got to come to us on Sunday. So yeah, we hope for it to come in. So People want to hear you talk, JT.
Let Mr. JT speak. I'm telling you, damn it, we're gonna kick some Vancouver ass.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go.
Yeah, rain or shine, right? We'll be out there definitely on Sunday, man. And let's kick at 5:30. I think the tailgate starts around 12:30, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, and okay, please. I know this is a side thing, but we got to be playing the Liverpool game at the tailgate if y'all want.
No. It's going to be the Spurs game because
all right. You won't see me then.
All right, buddy. Well, I love you, man. I love you.
I'll see you, Jorge.
You can watch it on your phone.
You can watch. It's a top 4 race. We don't look down that low in the table.
You need new content, man. You need new content. I mean, we try to help you guys out by beating City, right? But there you go, man. You couldn't even do yourself a favor. So then we help City out by, almost beating you guys. So, anywho. So I tell you what, let's talk about score predictions for this weekend, man. So you guys can go ahead and drop them in the chat and see what you think we're going to do against Vancouver. Josh, go ahead, man. What do you think? What do you think this weekend?
I've got us 2-0. I could see us putting more on the board. I don't know that we're necessarily going to start slow, but I think there's going to be obviously deflation from losing last week at home, and I think we might stutter a little bit out the gate. A lot of the chat's going to probably say 3-0, 4-0. Someone earlier said 6-0. And I certainly think we could score a ton of goals, but I almost wonder if we get in our heads a little bit about it and it takes us a little bit to kind of settle and create some good chances. But I have us 2-0, but I could easily see us being 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay. JT, what do you think, man?
I'm with Josh. The first thing that came to my head, 2-0, 2-0 CLT FC.
I like the commitment here, right? We're going to maintain it. 4-1 Charlotte. That's right. I will be happy if it's 4-1, 100%. And then, Jorge, tell us what you think.
Yeah, I agree with Jose. I think it'll be a 3-1. And so I see Vancouver putting one against us and then us scoring 3.
Yeah, you guys in the chat, I hope you're giving Esteban here a hard time. Miami's still in the chat with us. And, I think we beat them, right? We beat them.
So, remember when Miami said that we overpaid from Shinyashiki, the guy who scored the winning goal against them? Yeah. Remind him.
Yeah. Peppered Farm remembers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so a lot of 2-0s, 2-0 here as well. We should win 2-0, right? And then, Corbin kind of has a point, man. What makes you think we can score goals? I mean, if it seems like if we don't score early, man, we kind of struggle.
In the last 3 games, we've scored 6 goals.
Yep. How many?
6.
Did we? I'm going with a 3-0. I'm going with 3-0. Yeah. I'm going with Brian here, man. It's a 3-0. I don't care who scores it. I'm going to say Kalina, Adam Armour, and Rios is going to score.
Hey, Swiderski, I mean, with the start he had to the season and now, it's like a slump compared to what he was doing earlier. I really want to see him, getting going for sure. And the idea, I remember one of the fans after the game, just saying, if Swiderski touches the ball, don't ever pass it. Just shoot it. So I want to see him fire it off again, man.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for us, though, is, right, it's that last touch. I mean, we've seen gains, right, when he's been there and all it took was like better control of the ball or a pass. It's I don't know. I struggle with that because sometimes I think we shoot ourselves in the foot. So what you laughing at, Jorge? You gonna share it with us or you just gonna laugh?
No, I forget. Like I want to share this, but it's like
all right, fair.
We missed a shot. I'm not gonna say what player, but I just remember somebody texted me like, "Yo, this guy couldn't even finish a sandwich," and I thought that was hilarious. I'm not gonna say the player or who texted me that, but that had me laughing for like a good 5 minutes.
Last night, I think on Top End Show last night, I think I can't remember who said it, but I agree. Like I don't feel like we have anybody that like I really trust to like if they got the ball at midfield to make the run all the way down and take someone 1-on-1 or even 2-on-1 and take the shot. Like I feel like we don't have anybody that's willing to like just dagger through the field and put a shot on goal. I feel like we get down to the box and then like we're almost like afraid of the box. Like we like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna go in there yet. I'm just hang out here and see if somebody else goes in there. And so I just don't feel like we had that person. And it looks like Carroll might be that person for us for a while. Early in the season when he was kind of hot, but he's cooled off and we've gotten some goals and we've certainly gotten some shots and we've had some quality looks, but I just don't feel like we have that guy that like when you see him get the ball at midfield, you're like, yep, he's going to go down there and put that one in the back of the net. I feel like he's going to get down to the 18 and pass it out and look for the assist or the cross instead, which I think changes that mentality and changes that fear you can put on a back line.
Hence, we're looking for an attacking midfielder, you know what I'm saying? Which makes sense, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, I think that was me that said that last night, right? I was talking about just taking the game by the scruff of the neck, right? And running at players and just saying, give me the fucking ball. We're going to do this, right? And we're going to make it happen. I think Carroll's dropping too deep lately to get involved in the game. And, and then like some of these people were saying, like off the ball runs for sure, right? Or rough. I don't know, right? I mean, I think that just kind of comes with time and chemistry. I mean, we're only 12 games into it, and some of these guys are only just now starting to play with us. I think with Jaws coming on, and the fellow Carwin or whatever his name is that we got from Portugal,
listen,
lighted up.
Carwin, I'm gonna say it right now, and
hopefully MLS Luis Diaz.
Bro, he's the MLS Luis Diaz. This guy is a baller, bro. Like I'm telling y'all right now, he was this close to signing for Porto, and we picked him up. So we got a player in him. And I'm not just saying this because I got the first interview and I have a good relationship with him, but I'm saying this because I really do.
Brag.
Yeah, you got the first interview, right? The relationship is questionable.
Hey, listen, he messaged me tonight, so I'm just saying.
Is he the sandwich guy?
Huh?
Is he the sandwich guy?
He's not. But like, I really think like the guy. I like the mentality that the guy has to want to come and contribute, and I think he's gonna do really well for us. We need somebody that's gonna play a little bit more direct, a guy that's gonna shoot. This man loves to shoot at goal. That's what we need, and he's gonna come off, and I hope he pops off.
When's he gonna play for us? When's he gonna start?
He's still working on his visa stuff. Is my understanding.
I mean, what's the prediction? When do you think we'll see him?
He'll be in Charlotte tonight. Delta Airlines, 11:43 p.m. Flight number. No, I'm just kidding. I know all that.
At Gate B.
But he'll be in Charlotte tonight.
The top end's going to be at the fence with a sign.
I run into him at Target. Right, I was out getting ice cream, and then I went to Target. But
he should be in training Friday, from what I heard.
Melo's back in training too, right? I saw you clip today. So, but I kind of agree with this comment too, right? I think Andre he comes in with some energy, man. He gets involved. He's not scared to shoot outside the box. I agree, man. I think we're there's a lot of great stuff that's about to happen for us, and as long as we don't come out with the stupid 4-4-2 diamond and the 5 whatever we did against Philly, man, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what we do in the second half of the season. And then obviously we got, we can pick up some folks in the summer. According to Jorge, man, there's going to be some signings as well.
Yep. So there'll be an attacking midfielder and also.
Oh.
Now he does that shit on purpose.
I hate this man so much.
Yeah. You know what I find out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We heard it all, man. We heard it all. Yeah. So JT is going to be the attacking midfielder, is what I heard. Get it, JT.
I think like it's a good problem to have that we've had the ability in here to like say we're frustrated because we could have won. Like
100%.
Like we came in and Toppin had the scoop the beginning of the season of like we're screwed. This is going to be a like we don't know what this season's going to happen, but like I felt like going in and kind of seeing stuff and seeing our preseason, and we didn't look great in preseason. And then we went out and I thought, despite the loss, put out a great performance at DC and have really just kind of kept building all season. So for us to be in a position now where we're saying, damn, like if we had played the right formation, we could have gotten 9 points out of this 3-game homestand. That's a huge difference of I think where we were in February. And I think it's a testament to the team we built. And I think it's just I just wanted to say, like, I think it's an awesome thing for us a good problem for us to have, for us to be frustrated at this point because we're losing games we should have won. I think it could have very easily been like, hey, I would take a draw for any of these matches. And instead we're mad that we're not getting a full 9 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think this kind of wraps it up, right? We have the talent. We do. We really have the talent. I can't say it any better. We just sort of shit the bed when it counts, right? That last pass, that that shot on target, that touch, whatever it is, man. It's
So we get up to the box, we pass it around, and we shit the bed.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, right? Because we either pass it back or there's a pass where the player acts like he's going to run or doesn't, and we make that pass and it goes out for a goal kick. I mean, but to Josh's point, right? I'm glad that we're in this position where we're disappointed with losses like that happened Saturday, because I mean, we could be getting our asses wiped all up and down the pitch, right? But we're not, and we're in the games, and so like I said, players are coming, tactics are going to change. I feel like the squad's finally starting to come together. I don't know, Brian. We'll play Seattle, so that's going to be a tough game. And then who is it after that? The Red Bulls back here or something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. So we can have an open discussion. If you guys haven't hit the sub button new to our show, we'll appreciate it if you hit the sub button on our YouTube channel. And we love you folks over there on the Facebook side too, if you can just follow our page. But yeah, open discussion. What do we want to talk about? Is there anything we missed? We talked about Chelsea. And Charlotte.
The thing with Chelsea, what's the deal? Are they actually going to put in the real grass just for that game?
Yeah, apparently, from what I was reading, it was behind a firewall, so I couldn't really read the whole article. But it was they're going to bring in grass for sure, and so that's going to be kind of cool to see.
I wonder how. I'm just thinking the logistics of doing that on top of the. I mean, I remember Nick saying it way long ago that or maybe it was Zor, someone said it, that they were willing to do that for sure. But my gosh, I mean, I'm just thinking to call. I don't know how they bring it in. I don't know what it's like. Is it big chunks of like a rector set and the grass is on top of it, or who knows?
I don't know, man. It just always reminds me of the best stadium in the world, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If they had built it like that, they could bring in and out the turf. And yeah.
I mean, they don't have any trophies, so they have space to do all that.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally muted you again.
Great. Hey, man. Damn.
Yeah. So we use his tricks against him too. You know what I mean?
All right.
But yeah, so again, guys, if you want to enter in the drawing as well that we're giving away, type hashtag Guzman. Our friend at Defend the Queen is giving away one of his drawings of Guzman this time. So, and yeah, so we'll give it just a second for everybody to kind of punch in their stuff. And so, yeah, man, who's going to the tailgating? Who's going to win the Premier League? Who is going to win the Premier League?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
No, man. I just
You knew what Jorge we're going to say. Listen, I would love nothing more than for a Stevie G masterclass to just draw a City. That's all I need. I don't think it's going to happen. Coutinho winner in like the 93rd minute would just be beautiful. Realistically, I think
all these Liverpool fans in the comments. I love
Well,
you,
that's
bro.
No. I mean, they got two choices. They're either going to pick City or Liverpool. Just because they're saying Liverpool doesn't mean they're Liverpool fans. That's enough of this crap.
Mad
We're
that-
shutting it down.
you never walk
Man,
alone.
we're done, man. How do I end this?
I remember Lee said that.
Look at that. The scenes where Norwich beat Spurs is gonna be crazy.
I'll tell you what,
I
man.
love that.
I'll tell you what, Jorge, man.
Scenes.
If Norwich beat Spurs and Arsenal beat Everton, man, no, don't come talk to me.
My ideal weekend is Villa draw City or pull points from them, and then Everton get relegated. That would be my ideal weekend. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think realistically City win like 4-0, 5-0, and we finish 1 point behind them. But
all right, well, this is a Charlotte FC show, so we're gonna talk about Charlotte. So we're gonna do the giveaway.
yeah.
I was doing that.
This is Charlotte FC.
I was trying to get everybody a chance to enter the draw.
This is the Charlotte FC show.
Yeah. He starts thinking about Norwich City. He's like, oh shit.
He
Whatever.
doesn't know what we're talking about.
Whatever.
Remember his questions.
Whatever, man. Whatever. So we're gonna do the drawing, man. Let's see who wins tonight. Damn it.
Shit bid. Wipe your ass.
Good luck.
And the winner is
Heidi.
Heidi.
That's not,
Love Heidi.
yeah, it's even. We love Heidi, man. She's great, and hopefully everybody
Is
got to
this
see her
weird?
get crowned and everything.
Since she got crowned last weekend, you're trying to give her a gift now, trying to get on her side now that she has like all this fame. Is that what this?
No,
You
no.
gotta pull the club now.
It was
I
interesting seeing the crown. The crown's like a black, like a thick plastic, I think, and stuff. And I was right there when she came down from the seat and everything, and the guy with Charlotte FC was like, "Do you want to wear it the rest of the game or something?" Heidi, you should have worn it. Heidi's like, "No, you can put it back." They got this nice box they put it in. I was like, "Girl, wear that shit."
No, man. Heidi's a Spurs supporter. She knew what was up, man. Y'all talking junk. She just pulled it out. So on you guys. So
When am I
anyway,
gonna
go ahead,
get those?
Jorge. Say what you got to say.
I was gonna
What'd you
say
say?
I need to hang one right here.
What's that?
Have your boy hook me up with one, bro. One of the paintings.
Oh man, that's on you, man. You talk it out.
All right.
We'll talk to him. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to Adam at the game. Yeah, I mean,
Negotiate that, bro.
what's that? You made this for us.
Yeah, for me,
Look at that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
bro.
Appreciate it.
Sexual.
I like-
Yeah, man, it's legit. It is legit. Anyways, so with that being said, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. We would appreciate it. That's all we ask is hit the sub button. Come say hello to us when you see us. Josh, where can people find you if they want to talk shit to you about the Liverpool game this weekend?
at JP England on Twitter, at Philly33 on Instagram. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Unless you are not a Liverpool supporter, in which case, kiss my ass.
Oh,
Sir.
Like-
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Oh,
yeah. Jorge, man.
You can find me at TopBin90 everywhere except TikTok is real TopBin90. And I gotta say, I got a gift coming out for the Charlotte FC fans really, really soon. I got confirmation today that it's here. So be on the lookout because this is something that like I asked for, and since I'm TopBin90, I received.
All right.
Yeah, we'll say. Anyways, hey, so Joseph, man, you want to come find us, man? After the games, we are outside the supporter section of the LED entrance. We're always out there. You should see the big ring circle, the lights, yada, 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 all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, come say hello, man. We'll interview you. We'll snap some pictures if you want, whatever. And, yeah. JT.
Yeah.
Faux show. Yeah,
Oh,
come
yeah.
find us, man. And I hope it doesn't rain a lot or get all crazy. And let's kick some what are they? The whitecaps? What are they called? What was the Vancouver?
Yeah, the Whitecaps.
Yeah.
The white claps because they about to get clapped this weekend.
Oh man, are they got the clap? Oh snap!
Oh,
Damn.
Oh,
Vancouver's an awesome city, but
Yeah.
Carrie
Is this Adam Phillips the one that's given the?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Adam, hook me up, bro. I got you.
Yep.
Whatever you want, I'll give you the next 3 transcript.
I can't offer all the inside knowledge Toppin has, but I can just like say please.
Or you could, the man gives away like I think it's like 2 for $20 or something. I'm not sure what it is, but they're pretty cool. So if you haven't seen him, like he's at the tailgates, y'all go check him out. He says his little stand up, and you can. I actually like the Kalina one, man. The Kalina one's pretty legit. And like we said, if you haven't yet, please hit the sub button for us. We really appreciate it. That's all we ask. Live shows every Wednesday at 9. And if we have a home game, we typically drop on Tuesdays the fan reactions. So other than that, man, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on and hanging out, and everybody have a great evening, rest of the week, and go Spurs.